Imagine looking at a blurry 10-year-old photo of your childhood dog.
Yeah, really old, grainy one.
Right. Now imagine turning that photo into a pristine, silver-engraved necklace.
Mm-hmm.
In about 30 seconds, you do not own a laser cutter. You hold absolutely no inventory.
None at all.
You are doing it all with a very specific AI stack.
It is wild.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are exploring something truly fascinating.
We are unpacking a complete step-by-step guide. It is about building a highly profitable AI jewelry business right now in 2026.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our mission today is to show you exactly how this works. We want to break down the mechanics behind the magic.
We are going to take you on a really cool journey today. We start with the emotional psychology of custom jewelry.
Right.
Then we dive into the exact Google AI stack used to build it. Specifically, we're looking at Gemini 3.1 Pro.
This is how you build a zero inventory business straight from your laptop.
Exactly.
Let's start with the core concept of AI jewelry. What is it, really?
Well, what's fascinating here is the underlying value proposition. It is really about selling memories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think of that deep personal connection you get, like holding a custom sketch of a childhood pet.
Yeah, that feels completely different from buying mass-produced retail jewelry.
It is a completely different universe. Normally, taking a messy photo and making a clean engraving file takes forever.
Right, hours of tweaking.
Exactly. But AI automates all that tedious Photoshop work. It turns heavy labor into mere seconds.
So a single person can scale up rapidly.
Right, you can easily handle over 100 custom orders a day.
That level of scale is incredible. Think about the premium we place on the human touch.
Oh, absolutely.
Grabbing a generic greeting card off a rack costs maybe $3.
Mm-hmm.
But finding a handwritten letter from your grandmother?
That is priceless.
Right. That is the delta in perceived value we are tapping into here.
Right, and people will gladly pay a premium for that specific feeling. You aren't just selling a piece of metal.
Yeah.
You are selling a one-of-a-kind emotional asset.
So let me ask you this. Is the AI the actual product here or just the bridge?
The AI is absolutely just the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
The necklace itself is a beautiful physical object, but the real value is the emotion it brings to the customer.
Right.
The AI simply makes capturing that emotion affordable to produce at scale.
AI is just the tool. The real product is the emotional connection.
Precisely. Beat.
Okay, let's unpack this next part. We have established this deep emotional value. People obviously love their pets and their memories.
Oh, they really do.
But emotion alone doesn't pay the bills. How do we actually know there's a massive paying market for this?
Well, we use Etsy as a giant laboratory.
A laboratory.
Yeah, it is the perfect ecosystem for tracking high-volume, personalized sales. We can see exactly what people are already buying.
Walk me through the data. How much money are we talking about here?
We can use market research tools to spy on shop revenues. Tools like Everbee show some incredible numbers behind the scenes.
Like what?
Some of these solo shops are making $7,000 to $9,000 monthly. And that is just from incredibly simple, clean designs.
That is a serious side income. What are the main hooks? What are people actually typing into that search bar?
The top hooks are always deeply personal. Pet faces are absolutely massive right now.
That makes total sense.
Also, minimalist birth flowers and personalized handwriting from loved ones. Those three categories just dominate the entire space.
But wait, I have to push back here. If you're listening to this, you are probably thinking about the competition.
Sure.
If these shops have thousands of reviews, isn't the market too saturated for a beginner?
That is a very common fear, but it is fundamentally backwards.
How so?
Think of those thousands of reviews as undeniable proof of concept. The demand is incredibly stable and high.
So do we need to dominate the market to succeed?
Not at all. Capturing even a microscopic percentage of existing demand works perfectly. It creates a very high-income side business for a solo operator.
You don't need domination. A tiny slice of high demand equals great side income.
Exactly right. 2-sec silence.
If the market is proven and highly profitable, there is a natural question.
What's stopping people?
Yeah. What is stopping absolutely everyone from doing this today?
Beginners usually hit 3 massive brick walls.
Okay.
The first is the sheer cost of equipment. They think they need $3,000 laser engravers just to get started.
Right. Buying a heavy industrial laser is a steep barrier to entry. What is the second wall they hit?
Inventory stress. Managing physical stock is incredibly tough for a solo founder.
Yeah, dealing with shipping boxes and unreliable suppliers sounds rough.
That's much worse than that. Just imagine trying to store 500 blank clinking necklaces in a tiny bedroom.
Sounds like a nightmare.
It is a total logistical nightmare. You are constantly tripping over inventory.
I can hear the metal clinking now.
Yeah.
And what is the third wall?
Technical design skills. Most people do not know how to use Adobe Illustrator.
Sure.
So they freeze up completely and never launch.
Out of those three, which of these roadblocks kills the most businesses?
Definitely the design skills. A customer sends a blurry, dark photo of a black cat. The beginner has no idea how to make a clean stencil. They just give up right there.
Design skills are the biggest barrier, but custom AI completely removes that friction.
It changes the entire game overnight.
Let's knock down those first two roadblocks before we get to the AI.
Equipment and inventory.
Right. How do we solve those first?
We completely bypass them using print on demand, or POD for short.
Let's define that clearly. Print on demand means paying for a product only after a customer buys it.
Perfect definition. You carry zero inventory.
I love that.
And a platform called Printify is highly recommended for this model. They handle the engraving, packing, and shipping directly to your customer.
Let's break down the exact economics. How does the money actually flow?
Okay, let's look at the math. A silver round pendant costs about $12 to manufacture.
Got it.
Shipping it out is another $4. That is a $16 total cost to you.
And what is the standard retail price on Etsy?
Usually about $28. Plus you charge the customer $5 for shipping.
Okay.
So you collect $33 in total revenue.
Okay, doing the math. 33 minus 16. That means your net profit is $17 per sale.
Exactly. It is a fantastic margin.
Yeah, it really is.
And the best sellers are delightfully simple. Round pendants for pet portraits, horizontal bar necklaces for names or dates, and classic dog tags.
This feels like a completely zero-risk setup. You can literally test 50 to 100 different designs completely for free.
Yes, you really can.
Then simply delete whatever doesn't catch on.
You get to test the global market with absolutely zero upfront cost.
So what happens if a design totally flops?
Absolutely nothing happens. Nobody clicks the listing, nobody buys the necklace. You just delete the listing and immediately move on.
If no one buys, you lose nothing but the few minutes it took.
Exactly. It is a completely risk-free sandbox. Sponsor. Here's a brief message from our sponsor. Want to streamline your remote team's workflow? Check out SyncSpace today. Get a 30-day free trial when you sign up at the link in the description.
We are back. So, we have solved the production and inventory nightmares.
The fun stuff.
Right. Now let's tackle that final massive roadblock. Making a design a machine can actually understand and use.
This step is crucial. Engraving is fundamentally different from traditional printing.
Wait, I want to make sure I understand this. A printer is additive, right?
Yeah.
It puts ink onto the material.
Mm-hmm.
But an engraver is subtractive.
Exactly. A printer spits out tiny dots of colored ink. An engraver uses a sharp needle or a laser to physically scratch.
Ouch.
Yeah, it aggressively scratches the top layer of the metal surface away.
So it is a totally different physical process in the real world.
Yes, which means your digital file has to be perfect. The perfect file needs extreme high contrast.
So black and white only.
Black and white only. Absolutely no gray shadows anywhere in the image.
Because the machine can only do one thing. It either scratches or it doesn't.
Exactly. It needs clean lines, too.
Right.
The lines must be thick enough to clearly see, but thin enough to be elegant on a tiny pendant. And there must be absolutely zero background.
I see. It is like cutting a perfect stencil out of cardboard, not painting a watercolor.
Right, and that cardboard stencil has to be perfectly crisp.
What happens if you accidentally leave gray shadows in the file?
The laser gets very confused by gray pixels. It will try to scratch them lightly, creating a jagged texture.
Yeah.
It ruins the smooth contrast entirely.
Gray shadows confuse the laser, turning your beautiful design into a messy, scratched blob.
A very expensive blob that your customer will absolutely hate. 2-sec silence.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Knowing what makes a perfect cardboard stencil is one thing. Actually making one is another.
This raises an important question. How do we get an AI to consistently make one without complex software?
Yes. How do we build that specialized brain?
We build a dedicated custom app, and we do this entirely inside Google AI Studio.
Walk me through that. How does that setup actually work?
It is surprisingly intuitive. You just type a simple command that sets its permanent job. Then you select Gemini 3.1 Pro as your core model.
Then what? How does it handle the customer's photo?
You add a specific integration called the Nano Banana tool.
Nano Banana. That is a fun name. What does it do?
It gives the AI functional eyes to scan an image. This lets the AI actually see the image you upload. Standard models just process text. This gives it the ability to trace the photo.
Okay, so it can see the dog's snout and ears.
Mm.
But how does it physically draw the stencil?
Crucially, you have to click the Create and Edit Images function in the settings. This gives it permission to generate the actual downloadable graphic files. Whoa! Imagine scaling thousands of deeply personal memories perfectly in seconds.
Yeah.
And you do it without drawing a single line yourself. It is truly magical when you see it work.
It really is mind-blowing. But I have to ask, why build a custom app instead of just using a standard chatbot?
A standard chatbot constantly forgets your specific instructions. You have to re-explain the stencil rules every single time.
That sounds exhausting.
It is. A custom app remembers exactly what to do permanently.
A custom app locks in your specific rules, saving hours of repetitive manual work.
Exactly. You build the engine once, it works flawlessly forever.
So the custom tool is built, the engine is ready, but an AI is only ever as good as the instructions you feed it.
Yes, the prompt is everything. We use a clever trick called progressive prompting.
What does that mean in plain English?
It means asking a different AI to write the instructions for you. We ask Claude to write the professional prompt.
Clever.
Then you copy that perfect prompt into your Google AI Studio setup.
I have to admit something here.
Yeah.
I still wrestle with prompt drift myself.
Oh, it happens to all of us.
So using Claude to write the instructions is a total lifesaver. It takes all the guesswork out.
It really does. The prompt Claude writes must specify a few non-negotiable things. It must demand a minimalist vector style. Only solid black lines, a pure white background, and a tight focus on the eyes, ears, and nose.
Okay, so the AI generates the image based on that perfect prompt. What comes next in the polishing phase?
Remember, we need zero background for the laser. So you drop the image into Adobe Express Background Remover.
Right.
You need to strip away that pure white background completely.
Are there specific technical settings you need to tweak for that?
Yes, this is a vital detail. You must set the tolerance slider to either 20 or 30.
Why that specific number? What happens if you slide it too far?
If the tolerance is too high, the software accidentally deletes white fur or light details.
Oh, we don't want that.
Right. But if it is too low, it leaves ugly white pixel spots around the edges. Also, always double-check the eyes.
What exactly are we looking for in the eyes?
The eyes are the soul of the portrait. They should look like solid, clean black dots. If they look sharp, the file is ready for the laser.
So why is the 20 to 30 tolerance sweet spot so critical?
Because it protects the delicate line work. It aggressively removed the junk background while protecting the actual pet drawing.
It perfectly balances removing the background without accidentally erasing the pet's lighter features.
Exactly right. It keeps the magic intact. 2-sec silence.
Let's review where we are. The digital design is flawless. The physical necklace is engraved and shipped.
Done and done.
But how do we get actual customers to see our shop in the first place?
Well, most beginners just use basic digital mock-ups, but those often look incredibly fake and flat.
Yeah, customers are smart. They can spot a Photoshop job a mile away. How do we fix that?
If you must use digital mock-ups, use FreePic to find high-quality template files, then use Photopea.
What is Photopea?
It is a powerful, free browser editor that acts just like Photoshop.
So you carefully drop your designs onto professional lifestyle photos.
Yes, that is the baseline. But there is an even better, higher converting way. We call it the sample trick.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Walk me through the sample trick.
First, you order a physical sample of your own design from Printify. It will cost you about $15.
Okay.
When it arrives, take your phone and step outside on a cloudy day.
Why a cloudy day? Why not break sunshine?
Direct sun creates harsh, ugly shadows on shiny metal. A cloudy sky acts like a giant softbox.
Oh, that makes sense.
It gives soft, beautiful, even light. You just film a short video of yourself holding or wearing the necklace.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Where are the best places to actually sell these videos and products?
Etsy is the easiest starting point. It is a set-it-and-forget-it platform. It only costs 20 cents to list an item.
Wow, that is cheap.
And millions of customers are already searching there with their credit cards out.
What about leveraging social media? Something like TikTok Shop.
TikTok Shop is incredible because it is highly visual. The strategy there is storytelling. Show a quick screen recording of the AI process, then cut directly to the final physical necklace catching the light. Try to upload one new design video every single day.
So why does a cloudy day video outperform a perfect digital mock-up?
Because people are inherently skeptical of AI. Seeing a real, tangible, physical object catching real light proves it actually exists.
It makes it real.
Right? It removes all buyer hesitation instantly.
Real videos build absolute trust, making the custom jewelry sell 10 times faster.
They truly do. The proof is in the physical product. 2-sec silence.
So what does this all mean? Let's zoom out from the tactical steps for a second. Let's look at the macro takeaway of what we've learned today.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, AI isn't replacing human connection at all.
Right.
It is actually doing the exact opposite here.
It really isn't replacing us. It is enhancing what we can do for each other.
Exactly. In this specific business model, AI is simply the logistics bridge. It takes highly personalized, deeply emotional art and makes it affordable. And crucially, it makes it scalable for a solo founder working from home. You are delivering pure joy to someone's mailbox.
There's a great way to put it.
Yeah, AI just makes it logistically possible to do it 100 times a day.
It is a profound realization when you step back and look at it.
It really is. You aren't just selling metal. You are giving people their most precious memories back. And you are doing it in a beautiful, lasting physical form.
So for you listening right now, don't just absorb this information and move on.
Right, take action.
Build a simple version of the Google AI tool today. Create just one single design of your own pet and get it online.
You will learn significantly more from making your very first sale than you ever will from endless reading and planning.
Action beats overthinking every single time.
Every single time, you just have to take the first step.
Before we go, I want to leave you with a thought to chew on. Think back to that blurry dog photo seamlessly turning into a silver necklace. If AI can perfectly translate our deepest emotional memories onto a physical silver pendant in mere seconds, what happens when this level of hyper-personalization extends beyond jewelry into every single object we own? 2-sec silence. Out hero music.